Hello and welcome to this special presentation in view of the Geno Prudent T20 Cup first edition, which is coming your way from 10th December. We have with us all the 12 captains of the respective participating teams. And in this half an hour, we will discuss each and everything about the tournament, about the mindset of the captains, about the idea of competitions, and what kind of teams we will be going to see in action. The captains are going to reveal everything except the strategy about the tournament that they are going to play in. So let us begin the show with me going to Sahil Dhuri, the captain of Krishna Constructions Sunday Champs, as they call them. So Sahil, you have played Ranji Trophy for Goa. You played in different youth level tournaments for the state and also club level tournament. What is your idea of getting into this competition that we have developed here, the Geno T20 Prudent Cup? How are you looking forward to it?
It's been a good initiative taken by Geno as well as Prudent Media for starting this tournament and giving a good platform for all the Goan players, as well as good talented players who have been missing out this T20 as well as Ranji Trophy matches and even selection criteria. So this is a good platform actually for all the players who can showcase their talent, as well as they can just perform and just get into T20 side, as well as even junior players who are looking out to play for a state team, even they can perform. So it's been a really pleasing tournament, pleasing start for this tournament actually, and we are all looking forward to play for this tournament.
Someone like you, Sagar, how do you feel about the composition of the teams in this tournament? There are Ranji players in it. There are some youngsters who haven't yet played for state, and there are some experienced players who never got a chance to play with the state. What do you feel about the makeup of the squads?
Yeah, I feel all the squads will be looking for some experienced players as well as some young guns who can prove themselves. So this tournament, I feel it's going to be a great platform for the youngsters to show their talent as well as get some experience with the experienced lads who are there in the teams. So it will actually help them to develop their skills as well as to have little experience and how to play the matches. Because the youngsters, okay, they know how to play, but they don't actually. I feel that they may be lacking while handling the pressure. So with the experienced fellows, they'll learn about each and every aspect of the game.
Samar, you are a youngster, but you are playing Ranji Trophy cricket for Goa. Overall, what do you think is lacking in Goa as far as youngsters are concerned, and the exposure is required to get through different situations? So do you think this tournament can fit in that regards and fill up the void that is necessary for youngsters to grow?
I think this tournament is going to be a great success because what we are lacking is the match experience, and by playing in this tournament, I feel that we are going to get lots of experience because we'll be playing against different bowling attacks. So I think this tournament is going to be a great success.
Every player in this tournament with regards to different teams is a local player, and the makeup of the squads is different as they are balanced out. So there will be teams which will have a variety of bowling attack which was not seen before. So with regards to that, Chandrakant Gadi, if I may ask you, you played cricket for a very long time. Do you think there will be a surprise element in each of the team?
There is a lot of 4-5 very good teams. For example, Albert is there, Dempo is there also. Sunday Champs is there. Is a good bowling attacks and also is a good experienced players in the teams. So there is, in this tournament there is a lot of tough competition is there.
Right. Saurabh, you are a very experienced Goa Ranji all-rounder. What do you think about the players that you have in different teams? There are players who are playing your colleagues from Ranji playing for different teams. You know them as person, but you don't know how they'll fit into another setup and what kind of team they will make with regards to that particular player, different personalities. So is there that mystery element in each of the team that you would be interested to, facing?
Yeah, I think you've got that right. There's only 3 players allowed, Ranji Trophy players allowed in each team. So every team's going to have 8 more players who we haven't played much with or haven't seen much. And these players, mind you, have a lot of experience because they go around playing all the local T20 tournaments in Goa. So we like no one can take the other teams lightly because they have as much experience that we have. So I think yeah, that's going to be a strong point of this tournament that everyone's been playing T20 cricket all around. So yeah, I think that's going to help the tournament, and yeah, I think it's going to be a big hit.
So whenever there is a new tournament that is announced, people will always be interested in knowing the composition of the team, whether they have got a lot of youngsters who are, prospects for the state and of course the country at the highest level, and whether they have the experience to guide the youngsters. So let me ask the captains here about the makeup of their squad with regards to the percentage of experienced players and youngsters. So Mukhtar Kadri, who has been leading this Albert developers cricket team for some time now. Mukhtar, what's the type of team that you have in your team? What's the kind of percentage that you have with regards to experienced and youth players?
First of all, I'd like to thanks for the Prudent organizer to giving a chance for us to play this tournament, huge tournament and professional tournament. Second thing, in this tournament, local players are getting a chance to play with the Ranji players. When Ranji players are there, means we can play in pressure, little pressure, because they are Ranji players. And in every team, only 3 players are there, 8 local players. They are getting a more opportunity to play with the Ranji player. They will give a guide for them, first of all. And every team is very good in this tournament because around 30 teams were there in this tournament. But Prudent cannot give for each and every team to play for this tournament. Best 12 teams are playing for this tournament, first of all. Second thing, all teams having a good locals players as well as Ranji players, because only 3 players are, means into 8, 12 into 3, 36 players are there in Ranjis. And Ranjis under 23, under 19. Nobody can tell who will win this tournament, okay? And second thing, in our group is a very depth group, I told before also, because each and every team is in our group only. For example, the Empo, Goa Police, then the RCC Pede, these all are there. Let's hope who will play best, they will win this tournament.
And what about the composition of your team? Do you have more experience or more youngsters?
No, we having a good experienced players because they are ex-Ranji players. We having a Robin D'Souza, we having a Sherbaz Yadu.
Robin was in great form in the recent Albert tournament.
In our Albert tournament. Then we having Aniket Desai, he's a good player in the local tournament. Plus we having Lakshya Garg, Amir Yadav is there for us. Maybe having a good team, let's see. On that day we have to play, that is very important for us.
Yes, that is very important. Cricket is... in cricket, especially in T20, it's on the given day that the performance count. Coming to the team Where United, we have a very young captain, Rishabh Naik, under 19 player, is trying to play for Goa team. Rishabh, tell us about your goal that you want to achieve through this tournament. You are just 19 years old, I guess. So, how are you looking forward to this tournament, personally?
I am first of all, very thankful to Geno Prudent Cup for organizing this wonderful tournament. In this tournament, the youngsters are very getting chance to play in this type of huge tournaments with the Ranji players. So in this, they can get a lot of experience from experienced players, and they can achieve something in their life.
Have you ever played with Ranji Trophy players in your team before?
No, this is first time.
Wow, so this will be a great experience for you. Wonderful. And what's your target? Are you all having that confidence that you can surprise many here?
Yeah, in my team, I got many experienced players and very upcoming youngsters players are there.
Which all Ranji players do you have in your team?
Ex-Ranji players are there.
Okay.
Rupesh Sarvankar is there.
All right.
Then Rajesh Vaigankar is there.
Okay, okay. So good luck to your team. Moving forward, let's now discuss the character of each team here. We have some experienced players, current Ranji players in the team. But obviously, you need that champion material who have the character, and it depends on how they take each day as it comes. But as you get to know them, you learn about the character of the team from the makeup point of view. I can ask Sanjog Panjikar to describe what is the highlight of your team, and what kind of cricket can you all play?
First of all, I would like to thank Geno and Prudent for organizing such a beautiful tournament and giving opportunity for many of the local players along with Ranji players to showcase their talent. I personally feel this is a golden opportunity for all the local players. Okay. So what I feel is that what is important is teamwork. You may be having a very good talented player, but what you do on that particular day that is more important. So what is the major contribution of the captain will be to guide them, okay, then to show them like how to go about it. So that is important from my point of view.
Khorzuya Sports Club is your team, and you are in Group B.
Right.
And how do you feel the competition will be in that Group B?
Actually, I'm very much excited because we have a very good teams, and especially Dempos, Albert Developers, Goa Police, and it will be very challenging, and I'm just eagerly waiting for that.
Albert Developers captain Mukhtar feels that Group B is the group to look out for, and all strong teams is saying in Group B.
Exactly.
But I think Group A captains will have a different take. Neeraj Lotlekar of Baden, your team is in Group A. So do you agree that Group B is the strongest team, the strongest group?
If you see in Group A, there are local teams. There will be also fighting matches. And in Group B, there are all top class teams. Okay. So it is almost similar. Right. If you see the big teams will be playing in small teams, it will be easy for them. This is the right place. They have to show the main talent.
All right. So through draw of lots, what we have here is, according to Neeraj of Baden, that Group A is somehow a group wherein all the grade of the teams is lower than the teams in Group B. This is Neeraj's opinion. So let me get in United 11 captain Milind Sodankar to know your take on what he says. Group A, he says, is compared to Group B, lower in stature or grade. Is that true?
I completely do not agree with Neeraj, because if you see the composition of all teams, they all have experienced players. Right. What counts important is experience. Absolutely. And most of the players are experienced. As far as Ranji player, local players, don't mix up with that. They are equally important. Only thing is they lack practices. Right. What is important is they are not getting the platform. And I would like to thank Prudent T20 and all the sponsors for taking initiative and laying a platform for the locals who can come, showcase their talent. They can play with the Ranji players. At the same time, they can exhibit their talent. What is important is don't degrade locals with the Ranji players. They can equally contribute with the Ranji players. What is important is that. And secondly, all teams have balanced sides. So don't take any, some teams are low grade or Ranji players, Dempos then Sahil Dore. We have very good players in these sides and participate in the tournament. So don't degrade players, don't demotivate players. We are here to encourage locals.
Right, I get the point what Milind is trying to say. So it's not right on paper to kind of judge the cricket that will play. Every team can play special cricket on any given day, and it's the teamwork that is important. Cricket is not a game for individual glory all the time. Of course, in some special cases, individuals can win the matches, but in most of the games, it depends on teamwork. So overall, the tournament promises great moments, good cricket all around. So Let me get in the views of Sudhir Chodankar of Maya 11, who has Maya Sports Club. You played cricket for a very long time, since 1992, your profile says. So, how do you see T20 cricket in Goa right now through grassroots level? You have been playing through various tournaments. What do you see is the growth of T20 cricket in Goa, and what is lacking that we need to achieve?
I think it's T20 cricket is a good cricket in Goa.
The level is good. Do you mean to say that standard is good?
Standard is good. And most of players in Goa is playing a T20 cricket.
And कितें करपाक जाय to take it to higher level? What is the need of the hour?
Most of the players are a lot of practice.
They need practice, like tournament exposure, competitions. So there is the importance of this tournament. We are trying to create a competition here, which will be, of course, an annual competition, which can help the youngsters, the cricketers who want to make a career in cricket in general. You cannot say that we want to develop T20 cricketers through this, but it's in general that a cricketer can be good in all formats. So they need competitions in all formats, and this is our attempt to give them the exposure in T20 cricket. Surya Farte, the captain of Amar Brothers, who will now apprise us with your thoughts on the T20 structure in Goa, and where can we, consolidate the position of T20 in Goa.
Okay, firstly, I would like to congratulate Prudent Media for in taking such an initiative in organizing such a huge tournament. Recently, we have seen a very good T20 tournament organized by Albert developers in leadership of Kadri.
Right.
So I hope this tournament will also be a huge success. Coming into T20 format, I guess T20 format is more importantly consisting of a balanced side consisting of a good all-rounder players.
Yes.
If you see recent trend, players who have a good all-rounder performance are like assets to their team.
Sure.
And I think in Goa right now we are seeing a large number of T20 tournaments that have been organized. Just I would like to say maybe ground facilities. I think in Goa that is lacking right now.
Yes, you need proper grounds to play good cricket, and that's one of the things, infrastructure-wise.
Okay. Suppose we see like GCA ground we have, it is the best ground.
Yes, but the schedule of the matches there is too long, and it may not be sufficient for everybody to play there.
Yeah, like now you are allowing Ranji players to play in this tournament.
Yes.
What you are going. We have other tournaments also where we can allow Ranji players, but their safety is important.
And their schedule needs to be taken care of. Ranji schedule is quite extensive.
I think this is a good platform, what we are seeing right now.
So overall, you've heard them, you've seen the captains and known their feeling or opinions about the tournament, about various aspects of cricket, T20 in general, or the difficulties in Goa, what we need, what we are lacking. And now it's the time to know from them the promise, which team has the highest promise of, doing really well in this tournament and win the championship, and what will be their bottom line of the team, what they think can win the title for them in the inaugural edition of Geno Prudent T20 Cup. And let me begin with Milind Chodankar. Describe in brief, in one line, what is that you think will clinch the title for you in this tournament? I believe everybody is playing in this tournament to win the title, right? So what is it that can win you the championship?
We have very balanced side, so that is a plus point we are having.
Okay, that's your take. Sahil.
As earlier I've said that it's all about believing in each other abilities, so that's what it is for us.
Your team has the belief, every player has the belief. Okay, Sudhir.
Our side, bowling side is a special.
Okay, you think yours is the lethal bowling unit of this tournament. All right, Samar.
We are the team and we are going to play as a team.
Teamwork is what Samar Dubashi is really confident in.
Main unity of the team.
All
This is
right,
the
it's unity, another teamwork.
I think attitude, aggressive attitude is going to win us games.
Right, so T20, aggressive attitude, perfect combination. Let us see how it works out for Tempo.
We have a very good balanced side with vast experience.
All right, balanced side with vast experience, really good.
I think it is the confidence what team consists.
All right.
No matter it you have Ranji players, experienced players, local.
Perfect.
Just
Everybody is confident from your Amar Brothers setup. Good. Neeraj.
Experienced players and plus जिसे young talented players.
Okay, good balance of experience and youngsters at Bade. Wonderful. Mukhtar.
Every team is a good team on that ground. Whoever play on that day good, they will win that tournament.
So you all believe that you all play good cricket on every day. Wonderful. That's nice. Sagar.
Actually, I'm having a hungry characters who are very hungry to win the matches.
Very nice.
11 people and 1 mind.
Okay, so that's a nice idea of Sagar. Everybody will have the same goal and they'll pull in one direction, one mind, and all are hungry. Wonderful. And Rishabh, how is your team? What is the promise in your team?
To play good cricket.
Very good.
I got many youngsters in my team and very vast experienced players, ex-Ranji players.
Okay, so they are banking on experience and youngsters. That's a really good combination that ex-Ranji players can guide the youngsters. So that is wonderful. The field is set. The teams are evenly balanced. Of course, some captains may think that there are some small, weak or some strong teams, but those opinions are only opinions on paper. But cricket is never played on paper. The T20 format is a relatively new concept in cricket, but it is really providing lot of entertainment to people who do not have the time to go through to watch the entire one-day match or 5-day test matches. So some people really believe that T20 cricket is a savior in today's fast-paced times. So let me know views of Saurabh Bandekar here. What do you think is the essence of T20 cricket, and do you feel it is sort of, a savior? Because we have seen in times that T20 was just about to start and people were really having less interest in, or I would say had no time to, go to one-day matches or 5-dayers. So there were drop in the number of people watching or coming to the stadium. So do you think that T20 cricket is quite important as of now, and how does it help cricket going forward?
I think it's true what you just said. I think days cricket, like test matches and stuff, like any professional cricketer will say that that's their first priority. But I would say, talking about spectators and bringing in crowds, I think T20 has done that for cricket really well. I think there's a long way ahead for T20. It's going to go on for years and years, and we shouldn't be surprised if T10 is going to be the next step. I think that's the future. I think T10 it will come into the picture in no time. So I think, yeah, not a save. I wouldn't say savior, but I think it's definitely helped cricket organizations in terms of business and money and stuff. But yeah, I think T20 is the future for cricket in the world.
With crowd coming to the matches, to the ground, to the stadium, how is the atmosphere with regards to the player? Of course, it's great to watch it in a crowded stadium, watch on TV with all the ambience that the crowd generates. For a player playing on the field, how different it is to play when you have crowd there and going through the day matches when you hardly have anybody to watch the domestic cricket in India. What is the difference with regards to that in players' mind?
I think for a player, like I've played in both situations, without any crowd and with a lot of crowd. So I've experienced both. So I think for a player, it brings both to a player. It can make you nervous, and it can give you the energy and the enthusiasm because you've seen on TV in the international games how the crowd is. They're all chirpy and all cheering continuously. So I think it depends on the player how they take it. One could be nervous with all the crowd, all the talk going on around, or one could be extra energetic with all the all the enthusiasm that the crowd shows.
Right. Sama, what are your views? You are a youngster. How do you like it? With crowd or, I mean, when there are no crowd, what is your feeling?
I like with crowd actually because it brings out energy from me.
That extra energy,
Yeah.
do the crowd play the 12th man, as they say?
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Crowd is referred to as 12th man with regards to the energy that they give the player when he's tired, and then the player can go on for that extra mile. Do you think it really happens with you?
Yeah, it actually happens with me. When the crowd is there, I I actually give my 100%, and I feel I actually have more energy on the ground when crowd is there.
Tell me one moment in your career where you really, really got that support from the crowd and that helped you achieve something great. One moment in T20 club cricket.
I've played two GPL finals, one for Kakula Goans and other one was for Geno. So that was the time I experienced the crowd actually.
And it was beneficial.
Yeah, it was very beneficial, and actually I did well in both the finals.
Wonderful, wonderful. So you heard Summer, and the message is loud and clear. You all must come out and come to the stadium at GCA Academy Ground at Poruri and cheer these teams to go forward and give their best and achieve real glory here. We almost have run out of time here, but there's just one last question that I will ask Sahil Dhuri. And that's with regards to media. How important is the role of media in shaping or in encouraging a sports person, not just cricketers, but across all the sports? How important do you feel the role we can play?
It is very important for any sportsman, getting exposure through media. So I feel that any player playing a good cricket or any sportsman doing well, he needs to get that exposure all around the globe. So even he can just put his more efforts, and you never know, like if stage is set for international level, even he can just step up and do well for his country as well and just get the glory. So that's how the media is playing a role at present, and Prudent is doing a really great job, and it's been a fantastic exposure for all the players.
How was the media role or the magnitude of media when you were playing or you had started, and how is it now, if you can compare those eras?
There is a vast difference actually. You cannot compare only because if I just remember those days while playing in GPL also, there was not much exposure. So it's been a really good experience, and it's going to be good experience in future also. And players are going to be very lucky, so that they will be getting chance to play under such a nice broadcasting teams like Prudent as well. There will be many just broadcasting teams will be coming up. So it's been a good. It will be a good exposure for all the players.
Well, thank you, Sahil, for even encouraging us. So there we are, the stage is set, and of course, Prudent is not doing the live telecast for this tournament, but we have dedicated highlight packages for every game, and that you would see every evening. So you will get to know how players have played and what type of cricket the teams have played. But it will be amazing experience for everybody of you if you go to the stadium at the beautiful Goa Cricket Association's Academy Ground at Poruri and enjoy yourself, and also support all these wonderful teams and get the level of cricket up there, because spectators really make a difference, as cricketers have shared their ideas and have really expressed their feelings, how important supporters are. So that's all the time we have in the show. Keep watching Prudent for continuous updates on with regards to the first edition of Geno Prudent T20 Cup. Thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.